I am here with all of my gear. So I wanted to kind of do a demo of my gear bag. I actually have a House of Flynn gear bag. It's my favorite backpack, and I'll kind of go over that in a second. But I wanted to talk to you about my very first camera bag ever when I was broke. It was actually an Igloo cooler, like your lunchbox cooler. That's what I used to carry my camera in and all my stuff, because it was insulated, it wasn't going to get wet, and it wasn't going to get too hot, and it was soft. So that's what I used because I was broke. And so, you got to start somewhere. So I moved up from that Igloo cooler to some just regular black bag. I actually have a picture of that somewhere on my Facebook page. But anyway, and then I moved up to a Kelly Moore bag. Mine was gray, but it was like this one. This is Hannah's. It's kind of wearing, it wore out on me, but it was really cool because it did hold everything on the inside, although Hannah's not very organized, I'll say. But it did hold everything, like everything I needed for a session. So I really did love my Kelly Moore bag. I had it for many, many, many years. But it's the only thing about it was a shoulder bag, so traveling with it was kind of hard. So then I was at a convention, I think, and I saw this girl with this backpack, and I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, this is like a literal backpack that can go on your back like this. So this is really great for when I'm traveling because I have hands free. And I've gone all over the world with this backpack with my camera gear. Japan, Italy, Hawaii, Alaska. This bag has gone with me everywhere. So I'm going to show you my gear bag and just kind of what I pack. Now this is, you can't see everything, but I'm going to pull it in and put it in my bag. So you're going to watch me do that. This is literally everything that I would bring to a photo shoot or a wedding. The only other thing that I don't have here that I would bring to a wedding is a water bottle, which I forgot to bring. And I actually left my water bottle at my last wedding. I have to go get it. But anyway, so this is like, I always back up my gear. I always have 2 of everything. Literally, I have 2 of everything. Well, I guess I don't have 2. Well, yeah, I do actually. Yeah, 2 of everything just in case something craps out, because I actually had a photo shoot once where my lens went bad, and I had a camera once where I dropped a camera. I mean, a wedding where I dropped a camera. I had a wedding once where I forgot to bring an extra battery, or something was wrong with my batteries actually. And I actually had a photo shoot where I forgot to bring an extra memory card. So things happen. Always bring backup gear. Always, always, always don't. That is the simplest thing that you could do that will keep you out of trouble, is having backup gear. So, all right. So we're going to start with the cameras just because those are the biggest. Like I said, I have a House of Flynn backpack. There's all kinds of different things out there. So there's so many. You have to kind of find what's right for you. I did drop my backpack once, and it was a hard fall, and it actually damaged one of my cameras. So it's not like it's foolproof where you could drop it and it's okay. So yeah, so still, you still want to be careful with whatever you have. To me, it's more of it's a moving from place to place kind of bag. It's not really a safety bag. I mean, it does have cushioning everywhere, and I actually put some extra cushioning at the bottom because it has these little pieces that come out. But you still, want to drop your stuff, and yeah, I did actually damage a thing. And that, in that sense, that's why I had insurance, and insurance paid for all the things. I'll talk a little bit more about having insurance and stuff, especially I'll be teaching that in my workshop coming up soon. I'll be talking about insurance as well. But anyway, I'm not going to pack these. These babies go in my car. These babies. And I also have a soft box that I bring to everything and I just leave it in my car. It's a little soft box. So these stay in my car because they're way too big to put in a backpack. When I'm traveling, I do have a travel tripod that I do stick, or a travel light stand that I stick in my suitcase. It folds up and it does that. I think it's a Manfrotto one, but usually I don't really need. Well, I mean, it just depends on the situation, but sometimes I'll bring my husband and he'll just hold it like that, so then I don't have to bring a tripod with me. So he's like my human light stand. So, okay. So my main camera is my, Nikon, Z7. I actually did go mirrorless. I cannot find, I'm missing a lens cap. Lens caps always go missing, and I have no idea where it is. So, but I always have extras. I have spares. But I'll go find my spare later. But anyway, I always put lens cap on everything. You're protecting your lenses as much as possible, but I do not use filters. We'll talk about that another time. Anyway, my Z7, I never wanted to go mirrorless, but I did finally cave. I have a Fat Straps, PHAT Straps, Minky camera strap. This really saves my neck. I love it. Ever since I got one, I'll never go back. Every camera I own has a camera strap with a minky on it because it's just so much softer on your neck, especially when you're doing a long 8-hour wedding day. So I have that. So that kind of goes in my main compartment on top. Actually, I'll unzip it. And then I have my other camera. This is my backup camera. I don't even have a lens on it. It's just it's another Z7 with the minky camera strap. I keep that in. I don't think I even put a, yeah. Oh, hello. Hi. This is Khaleesi. So anyway, it doesn't even have a battery and a memory card. I just keep this as my backup for photo shoots. For weddings, I do use this camera with my, my Sigma 70 to 200 long lens for weddings. So I'll do that, but really it sits in my bag. I only use it during the ceremony. That's it. I don't really, unless the reception's like really huge, but even during receptions, I usually don't use this. So, but this thing is a monster. It's a beast. It's so heavy. So, I don't really like to use it as much as possible, but I do when you need to. So anyway, that goes in this compartment down here, and you're always wanting to protect your lenses as much as possible. But again, extra padding, and just be careful not to like jerk your bag around. Then I have my trusty handy dandy 24-70 2.8. This is my Nikon lens. The only lens I don't have that's Nikon is that Sigma. For some reason the Nikon, I don't know, some reason my Nikkor wasn't working good with my Z7, so I ended up getting the Sigma, and it works perfectly, and it was way cheaper, and it works perfectly. So but the Nikon 70 to 200 is way less heavy. It's a lot lighter. But anyway, 24-70, this is for weddings. Oh, I didn't tell you, this is an 85, the one that I don't have my camera lens cap on. This is an 85. I use this. This is my portrait camera. This is what I used, I would say 80% of the time. I throw on the other lens if I need to do a wide angle of some sort for fun or creative stuff. For weddings, I do keep that one on mostly because I need to zoom in and out. But for portrait sessions, this is what I use most of the time. So, and then let's see what else I got here. All right, I have 3 flashes. So I'm just scooting around. I have 3 flashes. I have a, what do you call it? I forgot that. I just blanked on here. I'm trying to remember the Magmod. I have Magmod things on here. So this is my little Magmod dome. I forgot what this is the name for this. I think it's a dome. Anyway, it just it's a magnet, and it just sticks on there. And I have these gels, these Magmod gels. They do the same thing. So if I want to make it blue or green or whatever color, these are my gels. So I travel with these all the time. And so I put these flashes. I'll scoot over this way a little so you can see better. I put these flashes in here. And again, I travel with this backpack with all this gear in it. But when you do travel, like when you take a plane anywhere, they do require you to take out all of your gear. 90% of the time, most of the time, they tell you to take your gear out. So it kind of stinks, but literally I'll get my little big tray when I'm traveling and stick all my cameras in there, and it goes through the thing, and it's annoying, but it's fine. I've never had a problem. So I got my my flashes in there, and in there I'll put my transmitter. I got, now these are, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you. These are Godox flashes. They're super cheap. I used to get Nikon flashes, but in order to use the Nikon, I had to get Pocket Wizards, and the Pocket Wizards weren't working. And then I think I got Godox with those, but it was just like too much. So then I got these Godox V862 flashes. They're super cheap. So if you break one, it's only like a couple $100 to replace them, where the Nikon flashes are like $1,000 to replace them. And I love them. They have built-in radios, so you don't need a Pocket Wizard. But here's the little transceiver. This goes on top of your camera. This is a little mini. I just got this like a couple days ago, so it's like a new little toy. So anyway, it has this little handy dandy little bag. So this is all I need. Now, I usually do bring a backup for these, but I didn't want to show you for this demonstration. So I stick those in there like that. Now I do have little. These are cold shoe mounts for my flashes to go on my light stands. I have a battery charger just in case. Another like diffuser for my flashes. This is my what do you call it? My Magmods, extra Magmods go in there. Flashes for my flashes. I'm sorry, I said flashes. Batteries for my flashes. That's really important. Those I've also noticed those Godox flashes, the batteries last longer, and there's a little battery thing where the Nikon ones don't. So yeah, I think Godox flashes are the best. So I have that. That goes all in there. I have my memory cards. I always bring 2 extra just in case. So I stick those in a little pocket. 2 batteries. Always have 2 batteries just in case. And in addition to the battery charger, I have been burned many times with that. So I bring a little close-up lens. This is like a magnifier / macro lens. And I bring a little like fancy, you know, like a, whatchamacallit, I forgot what you call this. Refraction lens. Oh, there's a word for it. I can't remember. Prism. This is a prism. So I bring my prism. Now, of course, I have a bag for it. I'll stick it in the bag real quick, just for safety's sake. I try not to get this scratched up. So I have my little prism. Oh, this little key is if you ever need to open up anything for your camera. Sometimes it has little screws on it, especially if you're using video and other things. So this little key is it's just a little tiny little key, and I just keep that in there all the time just in case I ever need it. Now, a quarter, if you have a quarter, that'll work, but sometimes, you know, I just thought it was cute to have a little key, so I bought a key. Anyway, and then of course backup batteries. These, actually, I don't even need these anymore. Haha, I don't even need these anymore. I used to carry these for my flashes, but my new Godox flashes, they're not new. I've had them for a couple years. But my Godox receivers used to take batteries, but the new Mini doesn't. The new Mini actually has its own charger, I think. So I don't need these anymore. But a little tidbit, I personally do not like rechargeable batteries, like the kind that you get, like that look like these AA's. I get, like, lithium ion are fine. I think lithium ion are great batteries. But, oh my goodness, why can't I open it? Oh, here it goes. But these, you know, like AA's, I don't like. I've had so many AA rechargeable batteries crap out on me at weddings, so I just stopped using them completely. So now I just use good old Duracell. I've used Energizer and all other kind of batteries, and I've been shooting for 18 years. Duracell batteries are the ones that I go with. I should be a Duracell battery person, or, you know, ad person, because that's the only battery I buy anymore. I don't care the price. Duracell batteries are the ones that are going to work. So anyway, I have this little battery holder because I don't like batteries falling over because I'm a little OCD. So I have this cute little battery holder. I have several of these. I just get, most of my stuff I get off Amazon. So anyway, so I don't even need to put this in there anymore because I'm not using those batteries. You have hand sanitizer. I have actually a little bit of braces wax when I want to do stuff like creative stuff with like rings and things. And of course I bring a pen and a camera, a lens cloth. And that, my friend, is everything. So like I said, I love, oh, you know what? I did not have this in here, but I usually, especially when I shoot weddings, not when I'm shooting, what do you call it? Actually, this actually goes in my, like, I have a side bag that I carry with me when I'm shooting a wedding. I actually put some of these things in my side bag because I actually need to have access to them during a wedding constantly. So I have, like, it's, you know, one of those little side bags, like, they're like fanny packs, but they're a side bag and they're a little bit bigger. I can carry my lens in there. I can carry all of my little, you know, like my sanitizer, my pen, and all that stuff. I keep all that with me. Now, when I'm doing a photo shoot, just like a senior session, I don't carry all that stuff. There's no need for it. But unless I'm doing something like on the go, then I might. But normally I don't carry, I just carry my camera with me when I'm doing senior sessions because I usually have my backpack with me. Oh, I was about to say something else about the back. Oh, yeah. I usually bring like a granola bar to a wedding because I don't always get to eat when I want to eat. And so granola bar, water bottle, I keep those in these side pockets right here. So again, this is my bag, and it's heavy. It's heavy. I'm a backpacker, and when I go backpacking with my husband, it's kind of funny because my backpack, when we're actually like overnight backpacking with like all your gear, actually is lighter than this bag. So when we backpack, it's kind of like, oh yeah, this isn't heavy at all. So anyway, I'm sitting, so it's kind of awkward putting it on while I'm sitting, but it just goes on my back really nice and soft. Everything is really cushioned. So sorry, I usually do it when I'm standing, so sitting is awkward. But anyway, so here we go. There's my backpack, and I'm good to go anywhere. I'm hands-free, and I love it. So, but again, the thing, well, I'll take it off while I'm talking. The thing about camera bags is you got to find the one that's right for you. I have tried, now I've gone to a lot of conventions and I've tried on lots of different bags. I don't like boring things. I like to be fun. So I found this bag that has all the now it's funny because the new ones, they're all like clean. Mine's a little dirty. Like I think the bottom side's kind of brown. But and I tried to hand wash it and stuff, but I like it because it's girly and it shows my personality. But there's some that are just black and boring, and that's fine too. They're probably more efficient and cheaper. This is not a cheap bag. I know my Kelly Moore, you can see it. My Kelly Moore was like $200 or $300 for that one. I think this was the same thing. I think it was like $300. There's all kinds of bags out there. So just find what works for you. But that was my gear, and I hope this helped a little bit. And if you have questions, you can ask. But I always, I might just do a, my next live could be about gear. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me what you want my next live to be about, so I can kind of talk about that one thing. So thanks so much for joining me.